So human interface is another area where you could think of creating ideas and things. There is a lot of talk lately about gesture recognition. And anyone heard about gestures? Based upon what is your interest, from your forehead, from your eyes, it picks up. Maybe that's what you want, right? You look at an apple, it tells you, well, this is an apple. It's 75% water, 20% energy, 0.5% iron. Right? They call them onion rings. I don't know what you call them here. But nutrition analysis. So then what is research? What do you think from what we saw so far? What do you think? What is it? Nobody is wrong or right here. We just simply, no two researchers have ever agreed on what is research, by the way. Right? It's always a very, very personal experience that will tell you what is research. From research comes innovation, of course, but because ultimately research is finding the truth. What is the right answer? As I was saying, both the ultimate goal of any religion or any research is to find the truth. What is the right? And the truth is buried deep. It's hidden. A lot of times truth is not obvious. Just because somebody tells, just because I'm saying, it may not be right. I may be proved wrong 10 years from now. When I was doing my PhD in artificial intelligence, in 99 or 98 or something like that, I was told that prove my point. My thesis was on frame problem. And the frame problem has to do with continuity of knowledge, continuity of information, even when there is a physical disconnection. So, for example, you are watching a movie, a streaming movie, not the downloaded movie, not that, not the buffer. Buffer is always there a little bit, but assuming it's minimal buffer, there's no buffer. You just proposed solutions. I couldn't prove them. Of the 3 solutions that I proposed, 2 had been proven wrong afterwards. 1 was right. Now with the new technologies and powerful computing power and communication protocols that are out there, that's what I was trying to say. That when you do research, you're not absolute right. There is no absolute truth yet. You could be wrong. You could be proven wrong later on, right? But when you are on the journey, it's possible. You may have gotten the best answer under the circumstances. I don't want to go into details of what I did and how it was proven wrong or how it was, proven right and all that. On the proven right part, I'm nowadays doing my research at. We are seeking truth. There are 3 ways to seek the truth. One method is, besides being, faith. In AI, by the way, there's a faith problem also, big, huge faith problem. They want computers to tell us if our faith is right or wrong, and many interesting things, basically. So one method is to do it scientifically. Scientific, and we'll talk about it in a second. The scientific has to do with the phenomena that take place, laws of physics and chemistry and all kinds of, scientific approaches that are needed to understand and resolve and do all those things. But at the same time, they use statistical methods also. Has some element of fudging. You can fudge your data the way you want to show, right? So I'll show you. I have a good slide. What happens when you do that? Sometimes you're right, sometimes you're dead wrong. So most reliable, scientific. The next level is statistical. And the historical research has to do with explanations of phenomena. You could do that research also. You could say, why Pakistan's economy is, the GDP is less in the industrial sector, vis-a-vis India's GDP. You could do that research. You could find out the solutions in that. You could say that the electricity consumption, the energy consumption of Pakistan and India are on the same scale, not the magnitude, but on the same vector scale, same direction. And yet their GDP is 10 times better for the same energy use than Pakistan. That's historical research. You could find that research. So that's also allowed. Those of you who are in electronics, electrical, you could say that. You could find out why the use of mobile systems, and what is its impact on the overall society, right? So, 3 things. Know that the scientific truth is not fixed. It changes, constantly changes. In fact, medical research has proven that the medicines that were right some time back are wrong now. There are side effects that are more lethal than the benefits of the medicines. And that's scientific research. The first time they introduced, they were always finding out that the medicine is good for your heart, for your diabetes, for your knee pain, for joints, for whatever it is. But it is never the fixed truth. So know this. So nobody will be wrong if you embark upon a scientific ideas and things that attract people all over the world for physical, chemical, biological, and social worlds. And they can explain more completely. That's a scientific research. So when you explain a physical phenomena, that's considered scientific research. And because today's machines, computers, all the AIs and other things are quite powerful, right? Today, the phone that you have in your hand has more power than the computer that landed the Americans on moon. If you talk about statistical truth, the biggest problem in statistical truth is multiplicity problem. And that problem has to do with when some people come up with one kind of interpretation of data, and some other people, the famous glass is half full, half empty. Both are right. Who is right? Oh, it's half full. It's half empty. So data is static. Same. Here's the thing. How do you do the research? You first discover an Excel spreadsheet to collect all my data and make the graph. Or you can say, I'll use SPSS version 12.5. So you will find software tools, and you will try to find some simulators, some platform on which you will run your data to analyze, right? That's part of that. Those are like regular tools that you want to do. Then you will start with tactical analysis. You found some information that contradicts with what you have been collecting. You read some paper that is totally opposite, but it matches with what you thought all along. You say, yeah, I'm going to hinge on to this paper because this paper, these authors are with me on this. Let me just quickly go to the last slide. Everybody's smiling now with the, question answers. I'll be more than happy to answer your questions. Did you like this course? This class? Are you sure? Yes, all right. All right. Very good. I thank you very much for your complete attention to whatever I was saying, and I'm so impressed. This is, by the way, I must compliment the students of this university in general. This is not my first class here. This has been since last just 1.5 weeks or so. I've taken many classes, and I've been in many classes, and almost everywhere, undergraduate and graduate level. Very, very impressive group of students I have met. And